Hey everybody, we are back with the Drop Night Show, and I am so excited tonight.
I bet.
Kai is here, K Wonder.
Yes, okay. She's
How you
giving
doing?
everybody my government.
That was a little slip up, but now y'all know.
No, I love my name. Yes, my name
Yes.
is Kai. But on top of that, we also have our guest for the night, Chef Kenny. Philly's own Chef Kenny is in the building.
Yes.
And yes, he came to bless us with some of his amazing cooking. And let's just get into it. How are you tonight?
I'm cold.
Are you cold?
I'm trying to defrost.
It's a good reason, right?
It's like
Yes.
freaking
This-
like Arctic blast going
The
on.
polar
Something
vortex
out
is
there.
what they're calling it, which
Jesus.
I feel like every winter there's a new
Something.
colloquial, how do you say it? Colloquialism or whatever
Yes.
that word is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
colloquial. Some new term basically to describe the frigid cold, and I'm over it. So anyway,
Well, this last year wasn't as bad, but this year seems like that is really kicking.
it is
full
kicking
force.
in.
Like this
yeah,
is crazy.
yeah.
Actually-
Apparently, the almanac.
Okay.
If people ever reference that anymore, I have a good friend who does, and she told me that based on the almanac, they're saying like this is going to be the worst winter in 100 years
Oh Lord, we got
for everybody, not just Philly.
I mean, when Obama was in office, it wasn't this cold like this.
That's
so,
what I saw on
I mean, I'm just trying to
Right.
Obama, Trump.
Now we see why, right? We got the Antichrist in the motherfucking
Jesus.
office.
And now we get frigid
No, I'm just
Arctic
playing.
weather.
We're playing. But yeah, everybody stay warm out there. Stay warm, bundle up, make sure you drink a lot of liquids and especially hot tea. But Kenny, let everyone know where you're from. You're from Philly, but what part?
Born and raised in Philly, North Philadelphia, the best part of the city in Philly, North Philly. It's so crazy.
Why? Why is that?
I said, I'm so crazy?
Yeah.
Wild and
North
crazy.
Philly is...
North Philly is the best. I'm
Yo,
like,
not
look,
for
we is
nothing.
the
Yeah,
best.
I live in North Philly now. I love it.
Where at?
Like basically Kensington, between Kensington and Fishtown.
We don't consider that North Philly. That's
What do you call it?
Kensington and Fishtown.
Well, my address is North Philly, so that's what.
No, we talk about people like up like Nicetown, Erie Avenue,
Gotcha.
Lehigh,
Okay.
up and all like that. But,
I was on Lehigh for a short, brief stunt. I won't tell y'all why. Maybe after.
Tell
behind the
us, just
scenes.
tell us.
I don't
What
want
were you
to. I don't
doing?
want to scare Kenny.
What
He
was
gonna
your
be
crazy
He gonna
ass
clutch his
doing?
pearls. Like
Please,
what?
I'm from 17th and Erie. I grew up
Kenny
there.
doesn't look
24th
like
and
he would be
Lehigh.
phased at all by the
Right.
Kai. The
Look.
Kai.
Well, I was actually on 17th and Lehigh for a minute. I was at a halfway house there, and
okay.
yeah, so it was definitely some real life experiences. But I love North Philly because of that. You know what I mean? Like it was just
Yeah.
different. You know what I mean? So we're here because you actually are one of the top chefs in Philadelphia. Yes, you. Stop being humble.
So coy.
To the point where you actually have been on Fox. You've been on. I want to say almost Good Morning America.
A lot of radio, right?
Yeah, we speak that.
And
Good
speaking
Morning
of
America. Yes,
existence,
yes.
right?
Come on, Good Morning America.
Working for the Sixers, cooking for them, for their VIP and their athletes. You do private as well.
Catering.
So just tell us a little bit of in the name of your company, where it all began.
Young and Hungry Catering started about 10 years ago. Started just family keep on bugging me and say, look, hey, you need to start your own catering business. And I'm like, why start a catering business? I'm like, really didn't want to. Like, I enjoy cooking. I mean, I didn't go to college for it, culinary school.
Okay,
So
okay.
self-taught, learned everything from great grandma, being in the kitchen. So 10 years ago, I started this little business. It was called A Taste of Soul. I mean, pretty much I was just doing soul food because I didn't know how to do really nothing because my base was just doing soul food. But, going through the years, started this company, started getting my feet wet, started figuring out that I could play around with food and, make it my own. Next thing you know, Young and Hungry was born. Fox 29 came about, did this thing called Fruity Pebble French Toast. Me and Mike Jarrett became real good friends. The next, I'm cooking for Shirley Ralph and Senator Vincent Hughes, being invited over to the legendary Patti LaBelle house.
We gotta talk about that.
Yes.
I saw that on your Instagram.
Oh, we gotta get into that one. But freaking amazing. Shout out to, to Patti LaBelle. Like, oh my God, love me some Mama Patty. Like, oh my God. Like,
How do you
so
feel
good.
about her patty pie?
I was about to. That
have-
was my
hold on,
question. I want to know if you had a real patty
No,
pie.
I had real Patti LaBelle food. pie and
Yes,
everything at the house. But
my
I
God.
have a patty pie in my freezer from when patty pie first came out with the autograph from Patti LaBelle on the box of pie in a big old giant Ziploc sealed vacuum sack bag in my freezer. So when Patti LaBelle died at the age of 100, and she's gonna be like 300 years old when she passed, and that pie,
You will
I
have
have
the
the
pie. Original.
the original pie. Like,
I'm so jealous.
autographed, yes.
But those Walmart ones hit.
I love them.
I love them.
No, you gotta get the
Patty
peach
pie.
cobbler. Look, shout out to
haven't tried
Pat.
the cobbler,
peach
yeah.
cobbler's good. The banana pudding is good.
Okay.
The cakes are good. Only thing I didn't like was the berry, because I'm not a
berry
blackberry
person, right.
But that peach cobbler, Lord.
Wow.
we gotta try
We're going
it.
to talk a little
Yes.
bit more about Patty. So, okay, at what age did you discover that you actually, had this passion for cooking?
5 years old.
5 years old.
What was the first dish you made at 5?
Potato salad.
Ooh,
Now
that's
you
an
know in a
ambitious
black
one. I feel
and
like
you know what, in a black household,
we are judgmental.
you don't mess like you don't
Potato salad.
you don't mess up nobody's potato salad. If you
Right.
can't make potato salad, use the right ingredients, the good ingredients. You don't make the potato salad. Like, just don't do it. Like, you don't fry
Absolutely.
chicken,
You
you don't make
don't.
potato salad, and you don't make macaroni and cheese.
You're
you just
so right.
you just bring you bring the cakes or go bring some soda to the
so
paper
right.
plate.
So
But don't
you
cook
know.
nothing if you
Bring
don't know
the
what you're
cutlery
doing.
right.
Yes, yes. Like, you probably can't even do that because you probably go buy that little flimsy stuff and you put your food in and everything. Go to the
Oh,
left.
no, right. Oh, my God.
You be like, look, honey, just come. Just come on over to dinner. We love
got
you. We
you.
know.
We
We
got
got
you,
you.
right.
You do what you do, Bill. You do what you do. Just don't bring nothing. But yeah, I was like 5 years old.
Wow. So what was the reaction to this potato salad?
Look, I was raised up. My great grandmother, she cooked. So, pretty much I was raised by her. So it was just me and her. So, and like growing up, I was a little fat, little chunky kid. So back in the day, you didn't get called fat, you was husky. So when we used to go down to Strawbridges and Wanamaker's go shopping, you go to the boys' husky section. So I mean, I ain't good at going to school. Like, I was bougie growing up. I had bacon and eggs and grits and
Every
biscuits
morning.
or leftover pork chops from last night for dinner for breakfast. So I got fat good going to school. So I was a little bougie. I ain't
So
have to worry about it.
where's your grandmother from? What,
Philly.
She from Philly? Okay.
Philadelphia.
Born and reared.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we all up here in Philly. Nobody really from down south, really. Whatever. But we're based here in Philadelphia. Yes.
I would have loved to have been at your house in the mornings. And
Oh my God. Morning, afternoon, night.
And me too. Absolutely.
So, all right. So here you are. You started out with the name of the company. It was
Taste of
Soul.
Soul.
Taste of Soul. Taste of Soul. So now you have hungry.
Young and hungry.
Young and hungry
Yes.
catering.
That's
Let me get
dope.
that right.
I like that.
So sorry. So it's young and hungry catering, but where did that manifest from? Like, why young and hungry?
Because I'm still, regardless of what age we are, look, I'm 36 years old. I'm still young.
Yes.
Still young at heart, still young
We
in spirit.
all are.
We're still young. My thing is, like, age ain't nothing but a number. Shout out to Aaliyah. Rest
Thank
in peace.
you.
But look,
Aaliyah.
but
Right.
the thing is that, like, we're still young, we're still vibrant, still like to have fun. We still finding out new things. We still reinventing ourselves.
Reinventing.
And then I'm hungry. We're always hungry, and we're always hungry. Something about this new millennium, we're always hungry. We're always looking for something new. So my thing
You're
is,
right.
you take young and hungry. Like, my whole logo speaks for itself, because it's like basically my face supposed to be open my mouth and the words is coming out. Like,
Okay.
like want the hunger, get the food and stuff.
Yes.
So it just
I
came
like
up on a
it.
win.
I like it, and it's been established for how long now? Yeah.
Let me see. Young and Hungry. Let's just say that the whole brand is like 10 years.
10 years.
Young and Hungry
Okay.
probably like 6 out of the 10.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's take it back a little bit. Tell us about when you were on the Norwegian cruise line, I believe. That's kind of where you got your start, right?
No,
Catering?
no. Well, I got my start before I went to take the job for Norwegian Cruise Lines. I lived in Hawaii. I was doing catering prior to going to Hawaii, but I took that job to go to Hawaii because I was in a relationship with a cop. That he was the cop a couple of years back, that he was coming home from work down Cecil B. Moore, and 2 guys walked up on him and killed him.
Oh my God!
And that was
I'm
like something
so
big
sorry.
all up on the news.
Wow.
So then
I
it was
do remember that.
So that happened. Then turn around like a couple of weeks later, one of my best friends, he moved to New York. And we was trying to get in contact with him, and someone murdered him and threw his body in the Hudson River. So I'm dealing with 2 deaths back and back. And it's like, I'm like, how can I Like I'm just
I need
like,
to get
Were
away.
you ready for a fresh start? It was just like, let's go.
I just wanted to get away from
start
Philadelphia
over.
because stuff was starting to happen too close to home that like I would never experience. Like I would never thought in my wildest
Dream,
like dream about like something like this would happen. So I just had to go. I don't. It's like I went for the interview for Norwegian Cruise Lines. They hired me on the spot. I thought it was a scam. I was just like, you know what? I don't care. I just gotta get out of here. But it's just like all worked out.
Oh, wow.
All worked out.
So what was your experience on a cruise line? What's that like?
It was like a love and hate relationship because pretty much being on the ship, you're on a ship. You're working 7 days a week, no days off. You would just have hours off. So pretty much everybody who wanted to do it would pretty much get the day shift because you could work early in the morning and then you have the rest of the afternoon and the evening off to chill. You know,
I bet there was some
let me tell you something.
craziness going on with this
On the ship?
Yes.
I mean, I could use some juice. I
bet that was juice.
But I got my butt off that ship. Every time we was at an island in Hawaii, I experienced Hawaii like never before.
Wow.
I took advantage of a 2-year vacation for free. So my thing is I can be a tour guide, literally, take you back to Hawaii.
What island were you
We
on?
did Maui, Hilo, Kona, Kauai, Honolulu. And did I say Maui?
Yes.
Yeah, and Kauai. All of it. So it's like pretty much all the islands in Hawaii.
main ones. Okay.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, I love Hawaii.
So you would
Very expensive,
move back
beautiful.
there?
Nope.
Obviously. No?
I'm a looter.
What? You just said it was amazing.
It's beautiful to visit, but not to live because my thing is like, you know, we're in Philly, so you can hop in your car, you can be in Jersey, you can be over here in Delaware. But my thing is that you're in Hawaii, you're on an island. So this is us right here in Hawaii.
You gotta fly every little
just to get the car. Or even get to another island in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Just like, it's so expensive. And I'm not paying $8-9 for a gallon of milk. And I don't even drink, whole milk, so I drink almond milk. So imagine paying $12 for some almond milk. And I had to have everybody sit shit. I was like, look, I need tasty cakes, I need peanut cheese. Like whatever y'all, like you can send me a whole, you can, with the milk. Like I need all of it.
That is so interesting. Well, look, let's get into this next break right now that we have. We have an artist. This is your girl, Sarah.
So I wanted to just pay homage to my girl, LMI, because I was in London a couple weeks ago and saw her, and I'm like, just girl crushing still. So yeah, we're definitely.
What is that? We have to
I know. We kind of chatted last
show. You met her back then.
Yeah,
Sweetheart.
super sweet, like the sweetest person.
Yeah, she is.
Super humble still, obviously. Like, you know, she's a new artist, but just seemed organically excited to be like back in her home, doing what she loves in front of like her peers and people that probably saw her kind of like, you know.
Awesome. I know that was
doing it. It was dope. It was so dope. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and do Meek Mill featuring LMI 24/7.
Let's go. It's a drop night.
Yeah.
It's the Drop Night Show. It's your girl K Wonder with my lovely co-host Miss Mara D, and we have our guest of the night, Chef Kenny. And actually, he just blessed us with some amazing, shrimp curry. And what kind of rice was this again? You said?
Basmati. It's brown rice. It's the organic basmati rice.
And why should we eat more of the organic than the white?
It's more healthier, and brown is better. It digests in your system. The white rice and everything, it just causes a bunch of sugar and fat and a bunch of unnecessary stuff we don't need in our body. Like they always say, if it's white, it's not right. If it's brown, it's good for your body and all stuff like that. So,
They say that about a lot of things.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for blessing us with this.
You're welcome.
Everybody, please make sure you are following Young and Hungry Catering on IG, so you can stay up to date with all his delicious. I mean, what is your favorite meal to cook for someone? I guess I would ask.
I really don't have a favorite meal to cook. I like to surprise someone. So like if I'm like cooking for like a date night or whatever the case may be, you know, I just like to experiment, you know, like take their palate to a whole different other place. So you got to play around with different flavors. I hate the norm.
What's the norm to you?
The norm to me is salt and pepper. Lowry seasoned salt. Jesus, I can taste the Lowry seasoned salt in the food. Oh my God, black folks, we have to do better.
We do though.
Jesus, get rid of the iodized salt. Oh my God, like Jesus, get rid of it. If you can, I hate it because you can take Lowry seasoning salt, right? And I did a test. And it was like snowing, and it was like ice on the ground on my steps. And I said, I don't have no salt to put outside. So I went into my cabinet, and I took some Lowry seasoning salt, and I sprinkled it on my step. I lied to you not.
And
next thing you know, it was like...
Did the job.
And I was like, oh, shucks. Oh, heck no, I'm not using this no more. So I use like pink Himalayan sea salt.
Okay. Yes.
I use like, regular sea salt. Kosher salt is good. But
that Lowry.
No. That Lowry.
You're denouncing Lowry's.
Oh my God.
Doesn't Tiffany Haddish have a Lowry's endorsement or something?
She's selling that nigga shit.
She is so selling
She
it.
is doing her thing. I don't care.
Yeah,
I wanna
not even hating, but it
I
just
wanna
came
be on
to
her
me.
level because she cooked collard greens for Oprah.
I saw that on
in
your
LA.
page.
I was like, yo, that is gonna be me. I said, that's gonna be
It's
me.
gonna be
Watch.
you. Yeah, it is.
That's
Why
my
not?
next dream.
At the end of the day, all I gotta say, this thing's banging right here.
Okay. It'll open you up to, curry, and the spice will open you up, get your little sinuses pop and stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
curry's great. So let's say you can have a dinner or some type of like private catering event, and you can curate the celebrities that you want to serve. Who are those celebrities going to be at this table?
How many going to be at the table?
10, let's say.
10? All right, so number one, we have Oprah Winfrey is coming. She's
Okay.
number one. Then we have Barack and Michelle Obama. That's 3. We have Patti LaBelle because she has to serenade us. We need Viola Davis.
Yes.
All right.
Because she going to give you the truth. I
Yes,
feel like
yes.
she going to give you that look, and you'll know if it's good or not just by the look. Because she's so... She's not gonna have to say a word.
Are they dead or alive, or they all got to be
Let's
living?
say dead or alive.
Okay,
yeah,
dead or alive.
Sure.
So those are the 5. So then I want to have Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I want to have Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
I want to. What's the other one? It's Denzel Washington. I need. Oh my God, what's the other 2? He's on the tip of my tongue.
It's a guy?
Yes.
Another man?
Legend.
A legend.
Morgan Freeman?
No. He's from
Like
Raisin
in
in the
what?
Sun. Raisin in the Sun.
Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier.
Oh, you have a very sophisticated.
And then I need Quincy Jones because he's gonna bring some people too. So I'm inviting
And
people.
they can invite
Right,
people.
they're gonna invite people.
Okay.
So Oprah gonna bring Gail. Oprah. And then the Obamas they probably bring Sasha Malia. And then Viola gonna bring some people. Did she probably bring Kerry Washington? So they was gonna sing that.
You're right.
Then
Yep.
they probably bring. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. I think
That
I can.
sounds dope.
Well, listen,
yeah,
so
invite us.
You explain to us how, eating this type of rice and not the white rice is what everyone needs to do, especially Black people. So tell me a little bit about where were you where you realized I need to start focusing more on healthy meals rather than just shoving anything down your
Great question.
down your throat like you see a lot of the IG chefs do.
All right, so let me just make it clear. I don't eat healthy every day.
Okay.
I'm a chicken cheesesteak, a hoagie type of guy. So I pretty much trying to watch it, but now I'm in this phase now in my life. I was like, okay, I'm gaining weight. I can't fit certain clothes no more. So, I'm trying to start watching my weight, starting getting back into the gym. But I always been health conscious because my great grandma, before she passed, she turned organic. All the vegetables, everything got to be organic. She'd be like, "Oh no, precious. My grandson cooks everything organic. I have to eat everything organic." So that's what. So and it's just like
R.I.P. Granny.
yes, it lasts longer. So this gave me that whole epiphany. I had a regular lemon from the store. And I noticed that this lemon started disintegrating, in 2 days after cutting it.
Right.
I went to Trader Joe's and bought a lemon, and the lemon was organic. I cut the lemon, same lemon. It was a week later, it still looked fresh. So I'm saying you had 2 different types of lemon. One was organic, one was not. And you see the one.
GMO.
And
We had
I'm like, you know what?
GMOs, yeah.
No. And then I started seeing how they modify our food, how they put all these different chemicals in our food. They out
Absolutely.
here making rice, y'all.
I seen it. That's why I be so
They
scared.
are
scary.
making rice. They out here making
Very
lettuce.
scary.
They out here.
I was so scared because it all be rubber. And it's it's coming from China. And there's so many different things that Trump is doing with these tariffs and letting all this shit through. And we really could just
And
be
we don't
eating
know.
And I'll tell you another thing I seen, right? Dead or not, I'm going to find it and put it on our IG, on the drop IG.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Asian guy with a net, and he was at like a random park, and he had a net, and and they threw the bread, the bread down for the birds to come, and he waited behind the tree, and then he cast the net and caught a bunch of the birds. I said, oh, and they put them in the trunk and took off.
Because
said, Lord,
what was going to be done with those birds?
it's gonna be your chicken wings. Hello.
Well,
What
you know
want?
that.
Fry hard, right?
Well, they in like some restaurants.
Fry extra hard, okay?
You can get. It's called like squab on the menu, but it's not that wild pigeon out in the park. But even the lady here in Philly, the Asian lady got cited, or I think she got arrested or something, because she was, them stink berries that be on the ground that fall on the tree, you step on them and they stink, they smell like poop. She was picking those up, taking them back to the restaurant,
and
cooking with them.
That's scary.
You know what?
That's scary.
That's why I really feel like it's important for everyone to know how to cook your own food and know how to grow your own food.
Yes.
Like, for real, we really need to take it back to the days where, like, our great-grandparents and our,
Absolutely.
ancestors, where they was raising their cattle, they're raising their vegetables. Really, because this world's getting crazier and
It really
crazier.
is, yeah.
It's not so much what's popular. All right, so you have, for us, okay, and this is, would you consider this like a wintertime dish, or is this like a summertime dish?
Man, that is an anytime dish.
I think so. Anytime.
What would
You're
you
hungry.
What would you consider to be, okay, say you have a guest or a client, and they are going to be on the beach in Jamaica, and they want you to prepare them a dish for them. What would you prepare?
I think I would go with something light. So I would do like a wild caught salmon, like a grilled salmon, probably something like a mango chutney or something on top, or like a little brown sugar rubbed honey grilled salmon. Some roasted lemon butter asparagus. You don't want to do no heavy starch, so pretty much like the good. And if you do rice, like a nice little light rice or something, like just a little something, just to, fulfilling. But pretty much, the salmon is good as light. The vegetables, all good. Even I would say black folks, eggplant, zucchini, squash, throwing in a little butter, olive oil, put a little seasoning on it, saute it, keep the crunch to it, and go for it. It's so good. It's so good. And invest in the air fryer, y'all. Shout out to the air fryer.
I just heard about these.
Y'all don't know what an air fryer is?
I do now, but I just learned about it.
What's the air? Is that
can you explain what the air fryer is?
So yes, it's like the best ingredient, one of the best appliances that you have in your kitchen. So it's air. It's like you put in this thing, you don't add no oil, no water, no nothing. You season up your food, throw it in this, pull out this drawer, throw it in there, set the timer 15 minutes, come back later. You got like air fried chicken. You don't need no flour.
Oh, it's an air.
And it's so good. The air, whatever.
So wait, you're not using Crisco oil?
No Crisco, no oil, nothing.
Air fries it. Wow.
Air to fry my chicken.
Let me tell you, if I had the video, I think the video's on my phone. I did salmon in the air fryer.
Okay.
It just like fell apart.
Okay.
That's how tender. It's so good.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on the crock pot?
I'm not a crock pot fan. I never did the crock pot because I didn't grow up with a crock pot. We didn't grow up with crock pots.
Okay.
We was old.
Yeah, I
school.
had one in my house. I think that's why.
I mean, I had one. It's still in a box.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still have it if you want it.
I do.
It's still brand new. It's like in a box.
Yeah, let's link up. I'll take it off your hands.
Like really, it's like really in a box.
I'll take it. No.
I don't even know how to crock
Was this a posh
Well,
Marcel
since
right
we
here?
are in the winter, what would be like a soup that you would recommend? I'm a big soup lover, so is there one that you would say is really kind of hearty, or what would you recommend if someone wanted to make a soup for this season?
I love like a good tomato bisque. Like when you make like a grilled cheese sandwich, and I'm talking you get some good cheese, like a smoked Gouda or a real sharp cheddar on a nice ciabatta roll or some nice bread.
Okay. What would be your alternative? Because I don't do dairy.
Well, for soup? Well,
like for a side, because you were saying like with the grilled cheese. So what would be a good option to go with the soup, the tomato soup?
I always knew that grilled cheese go with the tomato soup.
It does.
Here.
I just don't like vegan cheese, so I kind of steer away from cheeses for the most part. What are your thoughts on avocado? Because I've been loving that with toast.
Avocado toast is good.
It's fatty though. It's not supposed to be.
It's a good fat.
It's a good fat though.
Fat, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that could go with the tomato soup, right?
Do the avocado toast with tomato soup.
Cool. All right.
Well, listen, let's go to this next break right now. I'm actually enjoying this conversation. I'm a foodie, so I feel like right now I need some more lineup over here.
Next time I got you, definitely.
I love it.
So this one is. So we're gonna cut to Rihanna. Same old mistakes. I love Riri, and it's the 3-year anniversary of Auntie, so we are going to celebrate.
Is Riri pregnant?
That's what you think. I don't know. I thought she was pregnant a few years ago, so that's why I kind of took that off the table. I think she's just thicker.
She's just thicker.
I think. But
I know she got her boobs done, you know what I mean? And then that was one thing. But then she started to get still a little bit more husky. You know, she's thicker. She's real thicker.
I love it though. She's good. She's happy, honey.
She got $1 billion man.
And I think we are gonna really get a new album because I saw The Dream. He had an interview recently and he said it's almost done. So that's facts. The Dream is working on it. He said it's almost done. So Riri, if you hear us, girl, we ready. And I hope you do Coachella 2020 because I will be there.
Oh, yeah. Right now, the Drop Night Show. Let's go. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, K Wonder, and we are still in this amazing interview right now with Chef Kenny, North Philly's own. I have my lovely, beautiful co-host, Miss Mara D, and Sean Beasley. He is getting ready for the Super Bowl. Hopefully, he'll come back with some, interesting. Because I personally am banning the NFL, but
he out there.
Kaepernick all day, but to each his own. But since we're, I just brought up a little thing about politics and current events with the world. Most recently, as of last night, I believe it was.
Couple nights ago,
okay. The actor from Empire, Jesse Smollett, was attacked and beaten, and actually pretty bad to where they left a noose around his neck and, poured bleach on him. So this was in Chicago. It happened roughly, very early in the a.m., 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I just want to get everyone's feedback, especially yours, Kenny, on what you feel about that, because you do represent the LGBT community, and he is a very open gay man. So what were your thoughts when you heard that?
When I first heard it, I was like, hold up, what? What happened? Hold up, we still doing this? This 2019? And first thing when I started, I had to try to figure out what was going on. I was like, where was his security? That's number one. Because he was already getting death threats via mail. They sent a letter, they said, we're going to kill you, you black faggot, or whatever.
So they sent it to him specifically?
Yeah,
I thought
to
it
the
was
studio.
to the studio.
But they did a news clip and they put some white substance in the envelope, but they said it was Tylenol. They broke up in there. But I was like, where's the security?
Okay.
My thoughts on it is that I put on Facebook, I said, black people that, it was always told that you had 2 strikes against you already. 1, that you're black, and 2, that you're a man. Now, if you are gay, you have 3 strikes against you. But after we overcame this, after we were better than this as a society, it's like, why are we going backwards rather than moving forward? It's sad that how this happened, and it should not have happened, regardless if he had a security or not. Why can't a taxpaying citizen walk out of his hotel, his apartment, whatever, and to go to the store to go get a hoagie, a sandwich, wherever he was going to get, whatever he was doing. It's nobody's business what he was doing. He's grown. But, we are still targeting.
But why is he targeted?
Why? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, he's targeting because he's black. He's targeted, he's gay. But they knew who he was. And it seemed like they would follow him because they knew who he were. And, then when you threw a noose around his neck, now you're taking it back to the days of slavery
right?
and even during the Jim Crow era.
Jim Crow, exactly. We don't even got to go that far back.
It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Right.
And, now there's a lot of people talking about it was 2 o'clock in the morning, what he was doing outside. where he was going, who he was meeting. And it was like, does it even matter?
Mm-hmm.
You know, why? Why can't he go meet somebody if he was going to meet somebody? If he chose to go out to go to Subway, McDonald's at 2 o'clock in the morning, that's his prerogative, it's his business.
Mm-hmm.
So what? There is Grubhub and Uber Eats and whatever. Maybe he just wanted to walk outside in the Arctic weather to go, whatever. He's grown.
Yes.
So why are we doing this? And then you talking about make America great again. This is not making America great again. We're dividing America. You know, we're dividing each other from, you know, the blacks and the whites, the gays and the straights, you know. And my big thing is that I'm waiting for the black church to speak out. Where are you at? Where the Creflo Dollars?
When do they
You
ever,
waiting
though?
until you're blue.
I don't think they ever speak out for
because
issues that are
it's
dealing
not.
with our community.
Right.
They
but
just
let
don't.
it been Mary or they precious Donald Lawrence or, you know, Hezekiah Walker or Byron Case, you know, Marvin Sapp.
Marvin
You know,
Sapp,
one of them.
right.
They,
You're
you know, they
right.
want to have, oh no, we can't do this, or they Creflo Dollar, or they Jamal Bryan, and
Well,
stuff like
look,
that.
I'm gonna keep it funky with you, Kenny. I really did speculate as to why he was out that late in the morning in the Arctic weather, like you said, trying to get something to eat. Now, granted, they also mentioned that he had asked the police to turn off their body cameras when he gave his statement. So when that was put out there on the wire, it kind of really threw a flag up to me, like what really was going on. And granted, I don't know. We don't know, right? No one really knows. But if it were some business where you were about to hook up with somebody, or because they released the footage, but the footage is very blurry. You don't know if it's a black, white. You don't know who. So I'm just wondering. Yes, it was wrong.
So you still have
I'm
questions.
questioning, was it all to get Empire's ratings back up? Because we all know that wasn't doing too well. So I'm just thinking, like,
crazy
from
if it would
so
be
many
that.
different angles. At the end of the day, he survived, thank God, whatever it was, you know, because it could have ended, if it were real, it could have ended some really ugly, bad way.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's still here and able to talk about it, it's just what really was the motive.
Right. But can I say this about that is that people are very quiet because every day, right after when Jussie Smollett was targeted in Chicago, right here in Philadelphia, down here in Center City, someone was targeted and, you know, racially profiled for being gay. You know, they were, you know, racial slurs were thrown at them, calling them out of their name. This happens every day, guys.
You're right.
You
You're
know, we
right.
have so many unnamed men, women, trans women are being killed, you know, come up missing, and their crimes go unsolved because we don't talk about it. We throw it, wipe it up, we forget about it. Until something like this happens to a celebrity, then everybody want to rally around it. But you know, my thing is that it starts at home. You know, so many people right here in the city I have been victimized growing up. And, you know, until I finally came to myself, you know what, I'm a gay black man, I accept that who I am. But it's sad that it's like people don't even want to come out and say that they're gay because they're scared to have all this backlash. Better on you dealing with this stuff in your family, but then you got to come out in society and deal with it out every day in life. So it's hard.
Right.
It's so hard.
Right. And I've been hearing dialogue kind of where people are finally addressing the difference between the white gay community and the black gay community, because if we're, you know, obviously black, I know this. Like, I've grown up with very good black gay friends. Not so many white gay friends, but a lot of black gay friends. And they've shared with me, you know, like, there's just a lot of things that white gay men can get away with or even just get greenlit. You know, like, they're allowed into these rooms and around these tables that black men aren't necessarily going to get the same opportunity. So do you find that to be an issue within your career or personal life or whatever?
I just say that for me is that I don't walk into a room and say, hey, I'm black and I'm gay. I mean, already you look at me, I'm black.
You know you're black, right? Say, you don't got to announce
But I don't have to, I shouldn't have to say that I'm gay, you know, or whatever. I shouldn't have to come off and, you know, be something or be somebody that I'm not. My personal life is my personal life. It's my business. If it comes up, oh, hey, you're dating anybody, you're married, you know, you're single, whatever. Like, if it come out, I mean, I'll be like, yeah, I mean, I'm single, but I'm gay, you know, I'm dating, whatever. But it's sad that we have to either try to play the role or be the role just to get the role. You know, you got to sell yourself short. I have never seen who's the guy, the cast from Will and Grace. Any of them.
Any of them.
Jack or any of them.
Yeah.
I never see them put on a dress and a wig, to get a role. But you have people like, we have these, we have Martin and we have
pretty much all the black comedians. Jamie's done it. Kevin Hart's definitely done it. Yeah, basically everybody.
Just to, get to the point where they had down.
To correct you, they did. They were too.
We're on the show? Well, I mean, that's on the show, but I'm saying like they still get cast for, they do stuff outside of,
that's
but
true.
It's sad that how we have to sell ourselves short or, have to be something that we're not just to make it in Hollywood.
Well, you know what? Hollywood is a really sick, twisted place, and we know that
really
because of the Bill Cosbys, the Harvey Weinstein, all these people that are just like coming out, and it's always been going on. But just to wrap this up, I definitely want to know how you feel about social media chefs and that
That's a good one. They're popping up every day on my feed. I'm like,
and it looked like heart attack on a go, but it'd be so good looking though.
I'll say shout out to everybody on social media who doing their thing. I mean, if you're a chef and that's your craft, that's what you enjoy doing it, go for it. But my thing is that, be creative, make it your own. I said that, let's stop competing with each other and, trying to work with each other. I just say that, if you have a gift or a talent that, something that you can, offer to the next person, come up, do it. I mean, one thing about me, I'm very humble.
Yes.
I don't mind telling you a secret, but my thing is I'm going to tell you something, but you ain't going to do it like me, because I'm not going to give you all my secrets, but I'm here to help you and guide you. I'm not where I'm at today. I don't want to be known as a social media chef. My thing is that I want to be the next Paula Deen, the next, Rachel Ray, and all this other. I want to have my own talk show. I want to have cookbooks. I want to have cookware line. I still want to give back to my community and be an inspiration to others. Because I tell you, every day, growing up, there was nobody or anyone, matter of fact, on TV that looked like us. You didn't see that representation on TV. My role model growing up was Julia Child. She was an older white lady who made cooking fun. She came on Channel 12, and I loved her. What she did, she would drop stuff and just pick it up and put it back together. It will all be fine. And I loved her. I grew up with women like my grandmother, my great-grandma, everyone cooked. So pretty much, seeing these women, and I said, well, we all cooking. Where did we get it from? But we're not on TV. We're not represented on TV. But, now, you're going to see more of me. I have big things coming out of the works. You're really going to see me out here doing my thing.
Yes.
Awesome.
You heard it here on the Drop Night Show. And just to elaborate a little bit, B. Smith. We know who B. Smith is. Can you give?
Yeah. I was talking to Kai earlier, and I was like, "Girl, did you hear about B. Smith and what's going on?" Which is nuts. So, I am from the DC area, as I mentioned to you, and there's a restaurant there that is amazing. That's B. Smith's, and it's just sad to hear that she's suffering from Alzheimer's.
Right.
Apparently, very far into this, journey with it. And her husband has decided that I guess he has put in his time, and now he has moved in his new non-black girlfriend into her home, into B. Smith's home that she shares with him, because he said he is still young and needs to still have a life. And I can't deal. What are your thoughts on that?
I was like, we don't know. I seen that, and I was like, oh, who? Becky with the good hair. Okay.
But who is this girl?
But I was like, we don't know. Now, to be honest, we don't know.
Maybe their arrangement or something. Yeah, you're right.
We don't know what's going on in their house.
I just feel as though he would have said that, though. Like, well, we have an agreement. We've worked this out.
But
this
it's
is
not
our family.
Business.
It's not. That's true, but somehow it's come out in a way, in a negative way.
But you gotta call a spade a spade. Like, at the end of the day, if your wife has Alzheimer's, right? She don't know who she looking at by the second.
Yeah.
And you move a whole white, not even to say white, but a whole other woman into the house, and she's sitting here thinking that this might be her sister or her cousin or whoever by the day goes. and that's okay with you? Like,
well, I ain't gonna say
where
it's
is
okay
her
with me.
family?
Right.
No, because I mean, at the end of the day, a female like me would have been put a motherfucking frying pan in his head. Boing, you done lost your motherfucking mind, nigga. Like, I don't know if she has kids or family or whatever,
Yeah,
but
talk about the kids
people
and-
get away
Yeah,
with
they
a
didn't
damn
say.
shit. People get away with some shit,
Yeah.
y'all.
Facts.
All right, well, listen, thank you so much. We're going to end it with that note. People get away with some shit. But you all, everyone, please go and follow Chef Kenny on IG to stay up to date with what's going on with him. And your IG would be?
Young and Hungry Catering 18.
That's
18,
it.
yes.
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 And you can see his deli dishes and just everything that's going on with them. This was a great interview.
Absolutely.
I really, really
I enjoyed
appreciate
it.
it. Yes, I
did.
definitely appreciate the food was amazing. Everybody, you see how it's almost gone.
She's saving hers.
I
She's
am.
saving hers
She thought
for
she was
later.
slick.
I am, because I like. I'm gonna heat it up a little bit.
There
Okay,
you go.
all right. So,
That's all.
listen, we are here every Thursday, 8 p.m. The Drop Night Show, and next week we have some more for you. And just stay tuned. You know, follow us on social media. Go ahead.
At The Drop Night Show. Twitter is also at The Drop Night Show. And yeah, like I said, every Thursday at 8 o'clock on Water Ice Radio.
And we're here. Peace out.